Who's your greatest inspiration in Islam? I know that you read, you've read the Quran, you've read other books on Islam. Of course, the Prophet has a status that's untouchable. We already know that, right? But I'm talking about other figures in history during the Prophet's time, even. Who stands out for you as like an ultimate role model?
Man, there's too many. Come on, man. There's too many.
Name a couple. Just a couple.
You know what, man? People that are not talked about a lot, like even among Christians and Jews, when they study this history of these two personalities, even though they're not even Muslims, and they study the history, there are books written about them. Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain, Imam Ali, but Khalid ibn Walid. I mean, there's just so many. It's hard to choose one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and the things that Abu Bakr and Umar, but that's just a host. But from my reading,
yes,
you know, when I read a lot of like Nahjul Balagha and things like that, right?
Peak of Eloquence, yeah.
Right, and stories of Imam Hussain, his martyrdom, and the psychology behind that, right? I'm like, wow, and the wisdom that even as children, I remember a story I heard. They were young, and they saw a old guy making wudu, and they saw he was doing it wrong, and they went up to pretend that they didn't know. They said, "Excuse me," because you know how young people trying to correct old people, how they can be, just the wisdom. And they said, they said, my brother and I trying to decide who's correct and make. Can you show us? And then one did it wrong. He said, "Oh, you did it wrong, you did it right," but he automatically realized
the mistake he
without them telling him you ain't doing this right. And I still remember that story.
That's so honorable, right?
Right.
They gave him his respect, his status.
You know, Salman Farsi. I mean, it's just a lot of personalities. You know what I mean? And you can get something from all of them. You know, my daughter is named Sophia. She's named after a lady during the Battle of Khandaq. When they were trying to break in and harm the men, women, and children, and she was like telling the men, they go out and deal with him now. Yeah, go. And they were too afraid. She took the initiative, went out, beat him up, killed him, and she's about to check his belongings, and he's a man. So she said, "Can you come check his belongings? For if it wasn't that it was a woman, I would do so." And it was like a slight to their manhood.
Yeah.
And so even that, I ended up naming my daughter. You know what I mean? So, man, when I say that that's the beauty of Islam. You don't have to search far to see all these personalities.
Yeah, there's so many role models out there. I gotta tell you, brother, you are an inspiration to talk to, brother.
Oh,
it's so easy to talk to you, man. I'm telling you, man.